If you were the person that decided to leave them and you just knew that you guys weren't aligned on many different areas, you couldn't see a future with that person, you did them a favor by leaving them because you're allowing them to go find someone that they truly align with. So I'm not here to knock you guys for the people who have left that relationship, because if you left it, it probably was for good reason. There comes a moment when a breakup stops feeling like distance and starts feeling permanent. That's usually when it hits them, because in the beginning, a lot of people still believe they have emotional access to them, and like this ceiling, we're cutting off their light. They think the silence is temporary. They think the connection is still something that's there waiting. But when the energy truly leaves, when your presence is no longer emotionally available, that's when the reality of losing you starts to land. What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to the Rebound Journal. Welcome back to another video. If you're someone that's going through a breakup right now, just know that your healing journey is going to be a lot like this weather. You guys have been following my channel. You know that I've had sunny days, I've had rainy days, I've had cloudy days, I've had snowy days. I've had a lot of different seasons on this channel. And your healing process, some days you may be feeling like you want to get in the comment section and write something super empowering, like, girl, just move on, we're doing great. And then there'll be days where you're just loathing the person that you're out of a relationship with. I understand that we can get dysregulated sometimes, not be able to control our emotions. I had someone in the comment section say something that was pretty negative, and someone came to my defense like, I don't know what you're talking about, he's lying about, because I don't see any lies with what he's telling. And that's okay. I don't want you to shoot the messenger here or give you any type of false hope, but I do want to let you know that it will finally hit them that you're gone. I know it seems like that's not likely depending on how you guys ended, but hindsight is always brighter than what you actually are in that current moment. And the proof about that is some of the stories that I've told on channels, some of the people who have shared their stories. I mean, I've seen people come out of just absolutely horrible situations. Have you ever seen someone get out of a relationship and you wonder how in the world, let's say you dated someone and then they talk about their ex and talk about how terrible that relationship was, and you wonder, how in the world did you stick around in that situation? It's because once you break up and you get further away from it, you tend to forget about the things that happened in that relationship that you didn't like. This is why a lot of the relationships that reconcile end up breaking up again. Because when they put themselves back in that dynamic, they forget about the things that drove them nuts within that relationship. It happens both ways. If you're someone that's broken up with another person, you may forget that they forgot about your birthday last year. You may forget how they treated your mom until you get back in that situation again. People tend to mentally archive relationships. Unless, I said this before, unless you fall down, bump your head and get amnesia, you will remember the things that happened in that relationship, but usually it's skewed more towards the positive things. If you guys want to go a little bit deeper, you can join my Patreon, or you can book a one-on-one call with me. That link is in the description. So when you guys break up, and I know if you're someone here that's trying to get through, I'm going to get there to you. If you're trying to get through the breakup and you were the one that did the breaking up, I got something for you in a minute too. But if you were someone that gotten broken up with, the stories that they're going to tell themselves about you will get better over time. And especially if they're in another relationship and they're subconsciously comparing you to that other person, for sure, they're going to view you as someone that they miss dearly. And one of the reasons why I feel that happens is because they have this illusion of unfinished business. What does that mean? The illusion of unfinished business meaning the relationship never reached its full potential. You hadn't exhausted all of the possible things that could have happened right in that relationship. So when people get out of like 20-year marriages, 30-year marriages or relationships, it's over. Like the love has died. You guys have ran the whole course. You figure that we've just grown in different directions. But if it was a relationship that was shorter, there was always this what if in the back of their mind. Like, what if I didn't leave this person to go be in another relationship? What if I would have just went to counseling like they asked me to? What if I quit that drinking or quit whatever I was doing before this person decided to leave me. There is always a reckoning that happens when it comes to that. Now, if you were the person that decided to leave them and you just knew that you guys weren't aligned on many different areas, you couldn't see a future with that person, you did them a favor by leaving them, because you're allowing them to go find someone that they truly align with. So I'm not here to knock you guys for the people who have left that relationship, because if you left it, it probably was for good reason. But you're also not the one that left the relationship to go jump quickly into a new person because you felt like the grass was greener. So there's a big difference there. But either way, at some point, it's something weird that happens. There's like this weird energy shift, and they feel it. They feel your energy leave. When you go into no contact and you start to heal yourself and maybe start getting back to who you were, getting back to, the person that lost themselves in that relationship, you start to heal and they feel your energy leave. It's weird. There was this thing that we used to do where we'd be talking to someone and then that person the person we were talking about would magically reach out to you like, man, your ears must have been ringing because I was literally just talking about you. And it's almost like this weird synchronicity thing that happens. And what I feel happens is they feel your energy leave. They feel that you're no longer available. They feel that the warm, comfy place that they had to come back to has shut that access off. So if they see that you've gone silent for 6 months, they're probably wondering what you're doing. You were the person that was always reaching out. You were always apologizing. You were the one to submit to them first, even when you didn't do anything wrong. They feel when that energy leaves. They can almost feel when you get into a new relationship. They have this weird intuition of like, something feels odd. This person is no longer texting me anymore. I couldn't beat them off with a stick, but now it's just silence. They remove me from social media. They can care less about my mom who's passing away. And this new person doesn't have that emotional history that we had. So they don't really understand the impact of my mom being gone. So that's all I got for you guys. I just want to end it with this quote. I believe leaving someone is a decision. Losing someone is a realization. And what that means is you can make this decision, but until it becomes real, until they realize that they lost you, is when they still feel the door is going to be open, they still have access, and we have to remove that access from them because they don't deserve it. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video.